Oh, live from the Kodak Theatre, Hollywood and Highland. Not really. Not really. You're in Scott's bedroom. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Hey You Guys. Scott here. Linda's with me as ever. Linda, very special day. Oscar nominations day.
It
How
is
excited.
very much. Yeah, I'm very excited. I mean, I'm more excited. Actually, I will usually get excited towards sort of the time of the ceremony rather than nominations. Nominations are nominations. They don't really mean anything, really. It's sort of I like the celebration of the sort of the ceremony on the day. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
excited about the Oscars this year, seeing as like last year they were so sort of scaled down. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. You?
indeed. It's been, yes, I am very much more so this year than the last year,
Yeah.
obviously for obvious reasons, because no disrespect to the film, there were some amazing films last year, but it feels more normal this year, doesn't it? With obviously COVID
Mm.
and the pandemic and variants, all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of stuff going on. So I'm very excited. There's a lot of good films. I'm expecting shocks. I'm expecting controversies. I'm expecting things to go normally. So we'll see. But hello to everybody that's watching. If you are watching, make sure you comment below. Give us your thoughts. If you're watching the
Yeah.
nominations live, give us your thoughts. We're going to give you our opinions as we
Yeah.
go.
So
We're going to be
yeah.
watching the ceremony live, but obviously won't have the sound on for copyright issues, etc., etc. But we will be essentially
Exactly.
reacting live. And if you don't see it live, you'll be able to rewatch it again after it's live. So thank you to our editor, Dave Stipalak, who's behind the scenes, who set this all up for us, because we aren't quite there yet with this stuff, with the lives. Sorry, Linda, what were you going to say about your...
No, I was going to say, let us know what your predictions are before we start
Mm.
the nominations proper. So, if you write your prediction down in the box, and then we can tell you what we think is going to be the biggest shock or the sort of the one that everyone is was waiting for. So, let's start with you, Scott. What do you think?
Yes. There's going to be a lot of shocks. I think. I've been
Yeah.
talking. I've been talking with. I do tweet a lot to some of the people in the states who are much more well versed in award season than I ever will be. But it's nice to get reactions. But I think the big one that's probably coming because of the lack of a nomination from BAFTA and at the SAG Awards, I think it was, or the PGAs. I can't remember which one. The SAGs, I think, is the fact that it looks like Kristen Stewart is not going to get a nomination for Spencer, which in my book is criminal because she gave the best female performance of the year, and one of the two best performances by any actor out there this year. And I can't
Yeah.
understand why. But Linda, you would probably now tell me why, because you've already told me off camera. Why is it?
I love Kristen Stewart. I've loved her from, you know, the very beginning. I think she's a fantastic actress, and I've enjoyed seeing her grow. And this was a role that really proved to all the people, all the naysayers, that she really can do it. She's a fantastic actress. Let me tell you why I don't know whether she's going to get nominated. I hope she does. My thinking on why she might not get the nomination is because this isn't a mainstream movie. And it's not many of this being Hollywood, loads of the voters are sort of older, more sort of people who will see the films that are big. And I just, I don't think this is a massive movie. In all honesty, I don't think this is a movie that many of the voters would have seen. And I to my disappointment, I think that this is what's going to happen. If she doesn't get nominated, it will be because of that reason. I wasn't super big fan of the movie itself, but her performance really, I think, is one of the best performances of the year. Yeah, so it is a shock, but I'm kind of waiting for it, and I'm kind of expecting it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Also, this is probably slightly. I don't know if it's controversial. I'm going to say this is my opinion. I don't see how the Academy are doing their job properly if they don't watch all the films.
oh
Do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
but that we know.
That's just silly to me. It shouldn't be the case. Like, I'm fully expecting something like Coda to get a nomination for Best Picture today, and I think Troy Kotzer will get a nomination for Best Supporting Actor. That was a
Yeah.
smaller film. Okay, it was distributed by Apple and on Apple TV, but how can they say they're doing their jobs properly as an academy by not watching everything? I think that's a bad
Yeah, but we all
excuse.
know the Academy. No,
No,
all members
yes,
of the
yeah,
Academy don't watch all the movies. We've known that for years, so
it's, that's
it's
that's
not
that's that's
really
bad in my.
a
I try and
great
see everything
surprise,
as
is
a
it?
critic. I try and
Yeah,
see as much as I possibly can, the same as you and the
yeah,
same as everybody else that does this thing. So I
yeah.
don't see how you can have a fully rounded opinion of the awards and what's good or what's bad, etc., by not watching everything. I think that's a poor excuse. However, I don't
I
do their
think
job.
I'd
I
be
don't
more
know.
gutted. Yeah, I think I'd be more gutted if someone like Andrew Garfield didn't get nomination. I think I
Yes.
would be just. I think I just that would floor me if he doesn't get a nomination, because he really, genuinely, he just killed it this year. Not in just one film, you know,
Yeah.
3 movies, fantastic, one after the other, and he's I just
Technically
yeah,
four.
4, in fact, yeah,
Four.
4. So, you know, so I just genuinely think if he doesn't get nominated, then I don't know what they're doing. Yeah,
Indeed.
more
Indeed.
so
Oh,
than Kristen Stewart.
indeed, indeed. And also, I will just say, so I should have said this at the top of the show. Me and Linda are watching this live, so if you see us sort of looking
Yeah,
down or writing notes, it's because we're watching the ceremony and we're going to react to them as we go. But obviously, we're live, so we're doing stuff that we wouldn't normally do on camera. But
yeah,
we will
yeah,
be
yeah. You
engaging
have
with you. We
to
won't not be
forgive
not
us.
engaging. We might just see me do this because my notebook is here, making a few notes for when we discuss after the nominations are announced. We will be still on air for 10 minutes or so afterwards to talk about the full
Yeah.
reactions to the nominations and everything else. So obviously, do you think there's going to be any other shocks in a good way? Maybe not exclusions, but inclusions. Do you think there's going to be one or two that are going to get nominated that maybe weren't necessarily going to a couple of months ago?
I would laugh so much, and I will be so gleeful if Don't Look Up won or got nominated for a
The
Best
best
Picture
picture.
award, because I love that movie and nothing is going to make me not love it. And there's a lots of snobbery towards it, lots of sneering, and I just genuinely love that film. And I think look, there's going to be groans from
Yeah,
the people who hated it, but
yeah.
I think I would really like to see it nominated.
Well, there's 9
Yeah,
slots this year, isn't there? There's 9 slots. So it might squeeze itself in there. If you discount it, I would imagine if Christian Stewart doesn't get nomination for Spencer, I think most of the Spencer nominations are out then, as in, I don't think I'll get Best Picture, I don't want to get Best Director, which, again, both of those is just baffling in my brain. But hey, here we go. We have to go with what they tell us in 8 minutes' time. 8 minutes' time.
mm,
I think Don't Look Up is going to sneak in there. I agree with you. I'm not
I
so
think
sure
so.
that Adam McKay is going to get a Best Director. I think
No.
because of his, shall we say, popularity in the Academy, which maybe isn't the way to judge the best performances every year, but I think DiCaprio is going to
Yeah.
sneak into Best Actor. I think he's going to sneak into
Oh.
Best Actor, which I don't agree with, because I think there's performances better than his, but I just think it's one of
Mm.
those that is maybe, shall we say, the safe bet, and that he might sneak in there, and then it might get something for writing as well, potentially. And some of the other ones
Okay.
as
So
well. But I think I
yeah,
think you're right. I think Don't Look Up I think it is gonna sneak in there, strangely.
yeah. So what do we think for Best Actor then?
I've only written
Cumberbatch.
4,
Yeah.
so 4 so far.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Benedict Cumberbatch for Power of the Dog, who I think is the favourite now. I
Yeah.
think he
He
may
he
just be
is.
the
Yeah.
favourite now. I'm going to go Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm going to go Andrew Garfield, Will Smith for King Richard, and I can't think of the fifth one. My brain has
Peter Dinklage for Cyrano.
loved Peter Dinklage to get nominated. It's probably
Yeah.
going to be Javier Bardem for being the Ricardos, which I was not a fan of at all.
Oh,
And I
I
love
liked it. Yeah,
Aaron
I
Sorkin. I
liked
love
him
Javier
in it.
Bardem, Nicole Kidman, but I think the performances by J.K. Simmons and the supporting cast were better than the 2 lead performances. So, that's my
Oh no,
opinion. But yeah,
I
I like
liked
it
I.
and I love Aaron Sorkin, and it really didn't do much for me. We have a couple
Mm.
of comments that Dave's just sent me, so we
Oh,
can't obviously
go
see the
ahead.
comments in the call that we're in. We're in a different kind of call center, if you like.
Yeah.
So what you can see on YouTube is us in the call center. One person has said, Samid Sand, apologies if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. All those years that the
Yeah.
same films got noms in most categories show they didn't watch all the films. Andrew Garfield getting snubbed by the Oscars would be bigger shock than not getting a BAFTA nom, which he didn't get.
I completely agree. Yeah.
Didn't get a
Oh
BAFTA, which
yes.
I think is BAFTA's always been slightly different because it's British, so there's a lot of the British side of things that are pushed for. Look at Adil Akhtar, the wonderful Adil Akhtar, who I interviewed the other day. You can watch that in a few weeks for Ali and Ava, which is a wonderful film. Obviously, is going to get a lot more eyes on it for the BAFTA than it would do for the Academy, which again you can read into what you think. Alexander King, hello, thank you for watching. Do you
Hi,
think there will be
Alexander.
more nominations across all categories than last year for movies from the streaming services? Yes, Netflix is going to rule this Oscars, I think.
Absolutely.
When you balance it out, if you look at Power of the Dog.
Half the
If you
dog,
look
yeah.
Power of the Dog, Don't Look Up, which you've just mentioned. I think that they are going to have a big year. This might be the year, this might be a big year in terms of it, the balance shifting, shall we say, of the streaming services. You look at Coda as well. Coda, I think, is going to get a nomination for Best Picture today. That's an Apple TV streaming film as well, which only had a limited release in the UK. So,
well, Coda, which we saw at Sundance a year ago.
A year ago.
And
it was wonderful then. And I love the fact that all that oxygen has got onto it, the fact that it's still going now, and the fact that it's probably going to get at least 2 nominations. I'd love to have seen Emilia Jones get nominated because she's wonderful in that film as well. But I think there's a few in front of her, shall we say, before she gets a nomination. But that would be a shock if she was to get nominated for Best Actress. That would be a shock. Also, there's still a lot of oxygen on Rachel Zegler for West Side Story, which we haven't mentioned.
Yeah.
She's probably less likely than Ariana DeBose, who is definitely going to get nominated for Best Supporting Actress and might win. She might just win. She's wonderful in West Side Story, so we'll see what's that. Would that be a shock if Rachel Zegler got nominated? Linda, do you think?
No, it wouldn't. I think she was like an early sort of contender, and then the talk about her went a little bit quiet. But I think I can see her getting a nomination. I would like I would like some people from. I think it would be really a real shock if West Side Story didn't get a nomination for Best Picture, and I feel it coming. I feel that it might not make it. Which I think am very surprised about.
My out there, one of my out there predictions is Spielberg for Best Director. I think he might sneak in. I don't know why, but I think if he's he might sneak in today. There's one other person, Sarah Leclerc. Hello, Sarah. Thank you for watching. Lost Daughter, awesome. Well.
Oh yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's talk about The Lost Daughter. See.
Also a Netflix
everyone
film.
Everyone is talking about. Colman getting it and getting nomination for Best Actress, obviously, and she won the critics London Critic Awards as Best Actress. But I think there are other performances in the film that really are more deserving. As deserving. Jessie Buckley, I thought was fantastic, and she's not in the run for any of this, which I am actually quite surprised about. What do you think?
I thought Jessie Buckley was the MVP, shall we say, of that film. Olivia Colman is always great.
Yeah.
But I think Jessie Buckley is so good in that film. And also, I would make a case. It's a very long case, obviously, but I do think Dakota Johnson was very, very good as well. But I think her performance is probably weighed down by the fact that the Jessie Buckley and Olivia Colman's performances were so good that obviously they can only push the studios can only push forward one for each, can't they? I guess, or at least when it gets down to it, push for one of them. So if Jessie Buckley was supporting and Dakota Johnson was supporting, they'd push for Jessie Buckley. Kylie Kisses, hello Kylie, kisses back to you. That's awesome. She says, I don't see where Bradley Cooper's 10 minutes deserve a top supporting actor nod, which everyone else is predicting. Yes, this is for Licorice Pizza, which I still haven't seen, so I can't give my opinion.
Fabulous movie.
I will say why he's not in the mix for Nightmare Alley is ridiculous. But anyway,
why? Yeah, I agree.
We talked about this when we reviewed Nightmare Alley. Nightmare Alley is nowhere close, but hey, what do you think, Linda?
I think his performance in Nightmare Alley is probably his best performance ever, and I genuinely don't understand why he's not in the run for it, and I don't get it. I mean, let's see. We don't know yet. Actually, I'm quite surprised by the. Here we go. Are we about to see now?
Oh yes, so we are at 1:17 p.m. UK time. So I've just put on the Oscar noms stream. So me and Linda have the stream going on our phones. Yep. I think it is about to start. So there's Clayton, lovely Clayton Davis from Variety, who tweets me quite a lot. I like Clayton; he's a good lad. From across the pond, it must be really early there. It's like 5 a.m. My goodness me.
Yeah, 5. Yeah, 5:30, 5:20.
So we are watching this. Bear with us because obviously we can't have the sound on because we're live, and obviously it might strike in the copyrights, etc. So we're going to go. We might be half a second out, and of course we're watching the stream. We might be a little bit behind everybody else watching on Twitter, etc., etc. But it is.
And please keep commenting so that
Please keep commenting. Yes, as soon as the nominations are announced, tell us. See what you say. Say what you see. See what you say. So yes, here we go. It is about to begin. I'm very excited. We haven't done this
Right.
before. Just usually watched
No,
it
we're
at home
not live.
live. So lots of content coming your way on Hey You Guys. So bear with us. This is our first time. But again, thanks to
So
Dave.
here we go.
Okay, the hosts are ready. Tracy Ellis Ross, Leslie Jordan. We are going to be starting with original score, sound, costume design, and supporting actress. Those are the first 4 to be announced.
All right.
So let's see. Trivia: which film holds the record for the most Oscar wins? It's a tie, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
It's a tie. There we go. Ben-Hur, Titanic, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, all with 11.
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
Here
Keep
we
the
are.
comments coming. Keep letting us know what you think when the reactions come in. Also, as I say, after they have been announced, we will be on air for a
We'll
little bit
be
longer.
here.
Your opinions into the chats. We will be live for a little bit longer afterwards. Appreciate that a lot of people, as a couple of friends have already tweeted, that they're on their lunch breaks and doing other things and at work, etc., etc. But yes, join us. Here we go.
Can I ask you what you think? Ah, all right.
Yes,
okay.
you can. No, it's not started yet.
Yeah. I was going to say, what do you think is going to win best score?
Best score.
Apart
I
from
love
the
score.
obvious.
It's probably not going to get nominated.
Oh,
My favourite score of last year was probably "Come On, Come On."
Okay. Really?
That was my favourite score last year. Yeah. There was a lot of good scores last year. A lot of good scores.
Yeah.
But "Come On, Come On," I think was probably my favourite. I like the score for the Cyrano score is very, very good as well.
Mm-hmm.
The score for what have we been talking
Dune.
about?
I think for Dune.
West Side Story counts, I guess. West Side Story is obviously a musical. The score for Power of the Dog is very good as well. Power of the Dog is very, very good.
Dune.
Johnny Greenwood, isn't it? So that's
I think I want Johnny Greenwood.
Supporting role. Jessie Buckley is nominated for The Lost Daughter. Ariana DeBose.
Fantastic.
West Side Story. Judi Dench for Belfast. Well.
Oh wow! Fabulous.
Kirsten Dunst for Power of the Dog. And Ingenue Ellis for King Richard. Well then, Judi Dench. I mean, we love Judi Dench, don't we? Sorry, I've just got. That's a shock.
Okay.
So
I think
we're going to go with costume design now. So here we go.
Yeah.
So for costume design, so far, so Cruella and Cyrano. Ray Cyrano. Dune. Nightmare Alley. Brilliant. Fantastic. West Side Story, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very good. Very, very good. Oh, best supporting actress. My goodness.
Jessie,
I'm glad Kirsten Dunst got it.
So happy.
Kirsten Dunst got a nomination because she was one of those that was kind of in and out. A lot of the other
she did get snubbed. Yeah. She did get snubbed by a few.
Indeed. For best sound, the nominees are Belfast, Dune, No Time to Die, Power of the Dog, West Side Story.
Fab. Good.
Come on, didn't get nominated.
No great surprise there.
Sorry, that was sound. What am I talking about? That was sound. Beg your pardon.
Oh, sound.
Are we thinking Billie Eilish for best song? Who knows? Or is it going to be Encanto? Who knows?
I think Encanto. I think what was the runaway? What was the runaway hit from Encanto?
We don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, here is the original score. Original score is starting. Don't Look Up by Nicholas Britell. Dune, Hans Zimmer. Encanto. It was Jermaine Franco. Parallel Mothers for best original score. And, of course, Johnny Greenwood for Power of the Dog. I forgot about Dune. I love the score for Dune. That's
I said Dune earlier. Dune.
He's always a safe pair of hands, isn't he? So far we've had a few shocks. I think the Judi Dench one is surprisingly a big shock because I didn't think that Judi Dench was going to be in the mix. I've just realised she has beaten out Catriona Balfe for best supporting actress.
Well, I mean, the power of the Dench.
Best actor. Yeah. Catriona Balfe going to get a nomination for best actress. I mean,
no.
I don't know.
Let's see.
Okay, adapted screenplay. Here we go. Coda. Sian Heder. Well done, Sian Heder. Fantastic. Drive My Car. Bravo. For Hamaguchi and his co-writer. I apologize. I can't read the screen's so small. I can't really read the there. Dune. Adapted screenplay, of course. That was very.
I think I think that's well
That was
deserving actually
that was
because
a well deserving. The Lost
yeah.
Daughter,
Well,
screenplay by Maggie Gyllenhaal. June was
hmm
John Spates, Denis Villeneuve, and Eric Roth, and Power of the Dog, Jane Campion for best.
yes.
Excuse me, adapted screenplay. Well, okay, original screenplay. Here we go. Belfast, Kenneth Branagh. Don't Look Up, screenplay by Adam McKay.
What did
Adam
I
McKay,
say?
Peralta.
Go
Sorry,
on, don't look up.
Peralta. Don't Look Up is going to do it. King Richard is
Oh yeah.
also original
Oh God,
screenplay.
not much talk of King Richard, huh?
Licorice Pizza, original screenplay. And
Yes.
finally, The Worst Person in the World.
Oh
Bravo.
wow, fab, brilliant.
Oh, fantastic. Well done to Joachim Trier and his co-writer. Very, very good. Very, very well done. Okay, we're on the animated shorts now.
Okay.
So we'll just take a pause for a moment. This is no disrespect to those categories, just we haven't seen them, so we can only
Yeah,
tell you
we've not seen them, and
what's coming up. You
I
can see
don't
that on the
think they're
screen.
the
Although
ones.
I will say Robin, which was on Netflix, which is very good, got a nomination.
Yeah, yeah.
So a few shots so
Let's
far.
talk.
Linda.
Yeah.
Catriona Balfe.
I think.
Judi Dench, technically. I don't. What do you think?
Yeah, I know. I'm happy Judi Dench got a nomination. I'm always happy when Judi Dench is nominated for anything because she deserved it, and I think she was brilliant in Belfast. So yeah,
Yeah,
there's nothing else I can add to that. I'm whether she was nominated in place of someone else, I have no idea.
yeah,
But I think she's well deserving of the nomination, and I'm very
indeed.
happy that she got it.
I'm just going to go on to our. We've got a little WhatsApp group going, and Dave's sending in your comments via photos. So
Oh
let's
yeah,
have a little
sorry,
look and
yes.
see what people have said. Oh, actually, no, he's just sent the screenshots of the nominees, so we can just go through them again. Oh, actor in
Okay,
a
cool.
supporting role is coming up. Okay, actor in a supporting role. Kieran Hines for Belfast.
Oh wow, Belfast doing better than I
Troy
thought.
Kotzer for Coda. Well done, Troy Kotzer. Jesse Plemons. Bravo.
Yes, go on, Jesse.
J.K. Simmons.
Oh
For
wow.
Being the Ricardos, and Cody Smith McPhee, The Power of the Dog. So they both got a nomination.
I think
Bravo.
I'd like it to go to Cody personally.
Kieran Hines for
But,
Belfast. Is Belfast going to be a dark horse?
yeah,
I mean,
dark
we say
horse.
dark horse. There's a lot of love for Power of the Dogs, a lot of love for some of the others as well. I think they're having a little oh no. Just I thought they were going to have a little like toilet break, as it were, but no, they just put up the Oscars
logo. let's get this show on the road as quickly as
going.
possible.
Yeah, Kieran Hines, very happy for Troy Kotzer for Coda. Fantastic. That's bravo.
Yeah.
And, people always talk, and again, I'm no like super expert, but people always talk about for the categories, people cancel each other out in an ensemble. Both Jesse Plemons and Cody Smith McPhee have been nominated for Power of the Dog, which proves it doesn't always work that way. So they've both been nominated.
Jesse Plemons didn't get many nominations so far, and which was surprising to me. But I totally get it. I think Cody has really that performance which is just incredible, and I think he's going to get it instead of Jesse Plemons. In all honesty, if one of them is likely to get it, it would be Cody. To be honest.
They're currently talking to a gentleman who is a full-time film enthusiast. You could have had us on Academy. Me and Linda could have been on. We are full-time film enthusiasts.
Don't riff-raff.
Before it starts, I'm just going to quickly go back to the actress in the supporting role and just confirm to you. We'll tell you afterwards anyway. But we were obviously talking about just then. So Ingenue Ellis, Kirsten Dunst, Judi Dench, Jessie Buckley, Ariana DeBose. Who's your favourite?
Who do you think is going to get it? My favorite is Jessie Buckley. I think Ariana is going to get it personally. I think my favorite.
I would say,
I think Jessie Buckley is incredible.
Ariana DeBose is probably my favorite, and I think she's going to win. Closely followed by Jessie Buckley and Ingenue Ellis, who I thought was fantastic in King Richard.
Yeah.
They're all good. All five very, very well deserving, I thought.
Yeah.
Who
do you think is missing?
Who do we think is missing? I don't.
Rita Moreno. Rita Moreno is missing from that.
Yeah, Rita Moreno. For the life of me, my mind's gone blank. But one of the actress that's in Being the Ricardos, who does a lot of scenes with J.K. Simmons.
Her name is Alia Shawkat.
It's not Alia. She's great in it. It wasn't Alia Shawkat. It was the other one. I'm going to Google it while we're on the computer. There's
Oh,
no
yeah,
excuse.
yeah. Okay. I think Ali Ashoka should have got a nomination, to be honest.
There's a little pause, so they're talking to the variety. They're talking to the experts at the moment to see what their Nina Arianda, that's her name. She was fantastic in
Right.
being. I thought she might have got a nomination. If we just go through to original score again, so it was Don't Look Up, Nicholas Britell, Dune, Hans Zimmer, Parallel Mothers, Alberto Iglesias, Encanto, Jermaine Franco, Power the Dog, Johnny Greenwood. That's a bit open, that one. Could be any of those.
I think I would like Johnny Greenwood to get it, but I
Yeah.
think it's going to go to Hans Zimmer.
Yeah,
June.
potentially, yes. I think Nicholas Britell is also probably a decent shout, although
Don't Look Up, yeah.
didn't stand out like some of his, like, it wasn't a bad score at all. It's a very good score, but he's done a lot of other amazing stuff that's better. Adapted screenplay, Coda, screenplay by Sean Heder. Congrats to Sean Heder for Coda. It's amazing. Drive My Car, Ryûsuke Hamaguchi and Takamasa Oye. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing the names right. Lost Daughter, screenplay by Maggie Gyllenhaal. Dune, John Spates, Denis Villeneuve and Eric Roth, and Power the Dog, Jane Campion. Original screenplay.
I think it's between Power of the Dog and Dune for best adapted screenplay, in my opinion.
Drive My Car won best adapted screenplay.
Yeah, definitely.
Or Coda. And just finally, we'll go through them again at the end. Original screenplay, Belfast, Kenneth Branagh, Don't Look Up, Adam McKay and David Sirota, King Richard by Zach Baylin, Licorice Pizza, Paul Thomas Anderson, and The Worst Person in the World, Eskil Vogt. And
Worst Person in the World, all the way for me.
Let's hope so. Although, see, this is weird because I remember when is King Richard's based on a true story? So is it original? I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. Don't know what the rules are. Because I remember when Whiplash was original, but got nominated for best adapted.
Well, I mean, King Richard is the it couldn't be more based on a true story. So
just quickly before they start again, we've had a few comments. Jesse ! For Jessie Buckley. Didn't expect Judi Dench. Costumes as expected. Jessie, I thought possible after she got a BAFTA nomination. She did get a BAFTA nomination, so she got in there.
So happy for Jessie.
Nothing shocking
really happy.
so far. Judy was a surprise, but not a what the hell. I'm not going to say what the live on stream.
No, it's true. I get it.
Drive My Car, that's going to be well received. It is. And yes, a few more surprises to come. I think we are going back now live for the rest of the nominations.
No, they're still talking, I think.
We're going back. So coming up is original song, animated feature, makeup and hair, film editing are the next ones that we're going to be watching. Original song, I think it's probably going to be Encanto, but I wouldn't be surprised. There's probably a few others that I'm forgetting, but I wouldn't be surprised Billie Eilish and her brother Phineas is nominated for No Time to Die, of course.
For the James Bond,
which is coming up right now. Live Oscars. Here we go. This is the second part of the nominees. This is film editing. Oh, film editing. It says coming up. Oh, okay. Film editing. Don't Look Up. There he is again.
What did I
say? Dune.
It's going to clean up.
The Power of the Dog. And Tick, Tick, Boom. Film editing. Bravo. Yes. Don't Look Up. Is Linda's Dark Horse is coming up from the back.
I said. And also, best song. I forgot to say.
Ariana Grande.
Anything from Tick Tick Boom. Anything from Tick Tick Boom would be brilliant. So.
Indeed. What's next? Makeup and hairstyling. Let those go through. Coming to America. Well done. This, again, not disrespectful by not reading out every single one, but Dave is sending us stuff behind the scenes. So, as I said to you before, we are working heavily behind the scenes with comments and everything else. So, keep sending your comments through, and we will see what happens next. Which two films competed for the first Best Visual Effects Oscar? Close Encounters and Star Wars. Who was the first woman to be nominated for an Oscar for Best Cinematography? Oh, that was the other year, wasn't it? That was 2 years ago.
Put me on the spot there. I have no idea. I can't remember.
Rachel Morrison from Mudbound, 2017. There we go.
That's
Rachel Morrison from
Mudbound. Yeah,
Mudbound.
fab.
Yeah,
Great movie, actually.
that was a very underrated film, Mudbound. I'm surprised that didn't.
Incredible how little it did. You know.
Yeah, amazing performances in that as well. Jason Clarke, Carey Mulligan, all the rest of them that were in there. They currently got we're at a school at the moment with 8th graders who are announcing the nominees for animated feature film. Okay, this is probably going to go to Encanto, but let's see. The first out, the Encanto and Flea. Flea is probably they're the two. Luca, so Mitchell's versus the Machines, very good. And Raya and the Last Dragon. I think it's Encanto or Flea, that one personally, but we will see. Flea is.
I have not seen Raya and the Last Dragon. I've seen
Raya
everything
is very,
else.
very good. Mitchell's and the Machines is fantastic as well. They're all very good. All those 5 are very, very good. I would imagine Encanto might steal that one, but Flea is the other one that might be. Here we go. Original song. Be Alive from King Richard.
Really?
Dos Oruguitas from Encanto.
Oh, really?
Down to Joy from Belfast. Oh, it's Dos Oruguitas. No Time to Die.
Wow. Oh, okay.
And Somehow You Do from For Good Day. So Encanto was nominated, but not for the song I think everyone, or songs that anyone was expecting. I thought it was going to be either
And nothing for Tick Tick Boom.
In original song, no, aren't they all pre-written by Jonathan Larson?
I think some are. I think there are a couple that aren't, but I'm not sure.
Maybe they've just put them all together.
Well, let's see.
Let's see what happens. Feature documentaries coming up. The documentary shorts are just going through the screen now. I missed those because we were talking about Tick Tick Boom. Okay, documentary feature. This will be interesting because there's a lot of good ones this year. Ascension, which I haven't seen. Attica, very good. Flea, of course, very strong. Summer of Soul, there it is. Fantastic.
Summer of Soul is going to win this, definitely.
Writing with Fire, which I haven't seen. I've only seen 3 of those. I so hope Summer of Soul wins because it is incredible. And again, we saw that at Sundance last year, which is such a long time ago.
I think it's between Summer of Soul and Flea, which is just
I would
an
agree.
Extraordinary film. Yeah.
Strong
if you haven't seen Flea yet, it's just a
also, if you haven't
movie.
seen on Netflix right now, the Tinder Swindler, which has just gone on Friday, make sure you go and watch it.
Yes,
it will blow your brain.
Yesterday.
It will blow your brain. Okay, visual effects. We'd imagine Dune. We'd imagine Free Guy. There we go. No Time to Die was the other one.
Don't Look Up. Don't Look Up again.
Shang-Chi and Legends of the Ten Rings, of course, and maybe Spider-Man. Spider-Man, No Way Home. There it is. Is Spider-Man No Way Home going to sneak into Best Picture? Is it going to? No, it's not. And it shouldn't.
I don't think it will.
But as a cultural kind of moment phenomenon for comic book fans, it's insane, of course, and will win all of the awards in that sense. But it's not going to be nominated for Best Picture. Let's put it out there.
I mean, I think it's quite sad that all these like Marvel movies don't get like many sort of best movie, best film nominations. I think it's quite.
So cinematography is Dune, Nightmare Alley, Power of the Dog, and I missed the other 2. West Side Story, I think it was, and Macbeth was the other one. Tragedy of Macbeth, of course.
I think Power of the Dog for me, cinematography wise.
Yeah, production design, Dune, stunning. Nightmare Alley, Tragedy of Macbeth, Power of the Dog, West Side Story, pretty much the same as the last one. Okay, the biggies are coming. The biggies are about to drop. What surprises are in store in the last 5? So we've got coming up first, I think, is Best Foreign Film, Best International Feature Film. Beg your pardon. So what we're going to have? We're going to have Drive My Car. We're going to have Flea. We're going to have The Hand of God. Excellent. I really like The Hand of God. We've got Lunana. And The Worst Person
in the World. Fabulous.
Linda's dog agrees with those.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, but the puppy is my dog is going for it, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Which actor won an Oscar for the shortest performance? Judi Dench, Shakespeare in Love, who was nominated this year for Belfast. Dame Judi Dench. So leading actor is about to be... Okay, Linda, quickly.
Okay.
Who's going to be in? Who's going to be missing?
Benedict Cumberbatch definitely in.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield in. Let me
Will
think.
Smith.
Who else? Yeah, Will Smith
Will Smith.
definitely, and Leonardo
Javier Bardem
DiCaprio.
and Leonardo DiCaprio. That's
Maybe.
5. Okay, let's see. Is there going to be a surprise? I think there's going to be a surprise. Strap yourselves in.
Let's go.
In the next 10 seconds, we'll know. Javier Bardem being the Ricardos.
Oh, wow.
Benedict Cumberbatch, Power the Dog. Andrew Garfield, Tick Tick Boom.
Yes, go on, Andrew.
Will Smith for King Richard.
Good.
Denzel Washington for Tragedy of Macbeth. Of course, Denzel. We forgot about Denzel. So no Leo. Leo was the one that we thought might sneak in potentially because of Don't Look Up, but he didn't. So it did pretty much go.
I'm happy with that. I'm happy with those. I'm very happy with those nominations, actually.
Best Actress. This is the one.
Yeah.
This is the one. Here we go.
Go on.
Best Actress. Here we go. Jessica Chastain, The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Olivia Colman, The Lost Daughter. Oh, ran out of space now. Only 3 slots left. Penelope Cruz, Parallel Mothers. It's happening.
Wow.
Isn't it? It's happening. It's happening. Nicole Kidman, being the Ricardos. And finally, Kristen Stewart for Stewie.
Yes. Oh, brilliant. Ah, good.
So, no Jennifer Hudson and no Lady Gaga for Best Actress this year.
Yeah.
Director, here we go. Kenneth Branagh for Belfast. Ryûsuke Hamaguchi for Drive My Car. Well done. Fantastic news. That's great. PTA, Paul Thomas Anderson for Licorice Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Jane Campion for Power the Dog. And finally, Steven Spielberg for West Side Story.
Oh, brilliant. Excellent. Good. Good.
Okay. The big one. Who are the 9 nominees for Best Picture? Is it going to sneak in? Belfast, 1. Belfast is in. Coda, Best Picture. Bravo. Bravo to Coda. Don't Look Up. There's no one out for Best Picture.
What did I say?
There we go. Drive My Car. Bravo to everyone with Drive My Car. What a fantastic film that is. Dune is always going to be in there. King Richard. King Richard is in. So being the Ricardos is out. I can tell you that straight away. Licorice Pizza is in.
Yeah.
Nightmare Alley.
Oh, brilliant. Excellent.
Wow.
Oh, I'm so pleased.
That's a bit left field. I wasn't expecting Nightmare Alley. Power the Dog.
No, I kind of quite really surprised.
It's not 9, it's 10.
Oh, is it 10? Okay.
Yeah, so the last one's going to be West Side Story.
I'm very, very pleased for Nightmare Alley. Very pleased.
Yeah, 10. So it was going to be everyone thought 9, I think. It is 10 Best Picture nominations. West Side Story sneaks in. Nightmare Alley.
Alley, yes.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Wow. So the big one I didn't make it was being the Ricardos, I think. There's probably a few others in there. Obviously,
I mean, it's not very surprising.
The Lost Daughter. Yeah, The Lost Daughter wasn't in there. Also didn't get, obviously, Parallel Mothers. We didn't get Spencer. We didn't get anything. I don't think anything for House of Gucci. I think House of Gucci got completely... I don't think there was anything at all. Not even a costume or anything like that.
This is what we missed out on saying. Jared Leto did not get a Best Supporting.
Hey, where is the love for Jared Leto?
The dog for your chef.
What is going on? Okay, that is the end of the nominees. So I can turn the screen off. Well, there you go. There we go.
I mean, I'm actually quite pleased with those. Really pleased. No really obvious omissions.
A few shocks in there. Certainly a few shocks in there, for sure. I'm just getting up my old stream here. There's 36 people watching. Hello to everybody. Send us your comments. Send us your... We're going to be on for a few more minutes yet. Send us your reactions to what has happened. Some of the shocks we were talking about. No Lady Gaga. No Jennifer Hudson in acting.
No Lady Gaga.
Best supporting actor. No Leonardo DiCaprio for Best Actor. But a bit of an outside shot, but maybe slightly safer in terms of, might have been safer them to have nominated him, and they probably would have watched it for that reason. 10 Best Picture nominees. Nightmare Alley, one of them. West Side Story is one of them. Don't Look Up is one of them. And Coda is one of them, which is amazing. Fantastic. Wowzers. There's a few more comments coming in now from Dave, so we're going to read your comments. Keep your comments coming if you're watching. Just what's your favourite? Which one were you happy about? Kristen Stewart got a nomination for Spencer, the only nomination for Spencer, but thankfully she did get a nomination.
I'm absolutely over the moon. Yeah. I'm over the moon about Nightmare Alley getting a nomination for Best Film. I'm so happy, honestly. I just wish I don't, unless I missed it, I don't think Bradley Cooper had a nomination, did he? He didn't. No,
he didn't get any.
So I think Bradley Cooper belonged in the Best Actor nominations. It is his very best performance, in my opinion, and I'm kind of. It was expected, and I'm just happy the film itself got so many accolades. So it's good. It's good.
Indeed, very, very good. Yeah. Very, very good. Very, very good indeed.
Okay, what's everyone saying? Because I can't see
our colleague Thomas from Hey You Guys says time for Andrew Garfield to bring home the award. I think that's probably right.
I think Cumberbatch is going to have this one, unfortunately, in my opinion. I mean, I love. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely adore. I think Cumberbatch was fantastic. But I think it's his rather than Andrew Garfield's.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. So I turned my camera off because I had to go and plug my laptop
in. Yeah, my screen as well.
I had to go and plug my laptop in. I apologize. That's. I'm glad Andrew Garfield got nominated. Is he now the favourite? Who knows? I still think Benedict Cumberbatch is probably the favourite. But also Will Smith.
I think Benedict Cumberbatch will win it. And I think what do we think about Best Actress? Who do we think is going to take this one?
Best Actress, with the people that are there, probably going to be Olivia Colman, isn't it? Do we think?
Yeah.
Who was nominated? It was Nicole Kidman. We've got all the nominees here. Beg your pardon. We can just.
Well, we've got Kristen.
Kristen getting a nom also surprised me. I thought she might have faded too much. Indeed, that's what we were talking about before. I was shocked that Don't Look Up got nominated. So were we. A little bit.
I was not shocked. I knew something like that was going to happen, and I'm kind of pleased about it because I did like it. And I'm, I think it could end up winning Best Film.
Also, one of the dark horses now, Drive My Car. Lots of nominees. We saw what happened with Parasite. You never know if these things will happen again. History will repeat itself. Very, very good film. Drive My Car if you haven't seen it. There was 10 Best Picture nominations. Another comment, Lady Gaga getting no nominations at all has it has surprised me, I think that's supposed to say. Which there's no love at all for House of Gucci. Not a scrap.
Yeah. I had no love for it.
I wasn't a fan of the film. A lot of people, it was very split.
No.
Like House of Gucci. A lot of people really liked it. A lot of people really didn't like it. So I've got the things up here. So we'll just go through the big ones again, just very quickly. Actor in a leading role. So you've got Javier Bardem for being the Ricardos, Benedict Cumberbatch for Power of the Dog, Andrew Garfield for Tick Tick Boom, Will Smith for King Richard, and Denzel Washington for Tragedy of Macbeth, who was the other one that we were trying to think of beforehand, who might have snuck in. So that's interesting because Denzel or DiCaprio.
Who do you think is going to win it?
I think probably Benedict Cumberbatch is going to win.
Yeah,
but I want Andrew Garfield to win.
I want Andrew Garfield to win as well, but I think Benedict Cumberbatch will win. But well, let's hope. I mean, either way, whoever wins between those two, I'll be happy. So,
indeed. Yeah. Actress in a leading role, Jessica Chastain, Eyes of Tammy Faye. Bravo, Jessica Chastain.
But she was very good.
Yeah, you can watch our interview with her about Tammy Faye on our website. If you want to go and have a look on the YouTube channel. Olivia Colman for The Lost Daughter, which we anticipated. Penelope Cruz for Parallel Mothers, which I still haven't seen, but I hear she's very, very good.
It's a great movie. Yeah, very good.
Movies. Nicole Kidman for being the Ricardos, which I don't agree with, but here we are. She's nominated.
I
So bravo.
kind of agree with it. I thought she was fantastic personally, and I didn't expect her to get nominated because there was sort of, not a great love for that performance, but I did like her a lot in it, and
Yeah.
I'm happy she did get nominated. I'm really happy about that.
And finally, Kristen Stewart for Spencer. I probably would have put in Jennifer Hudson over Nicole Kidman. Picking. I would have maybe even put Lady Gaga over Nicole Kidman. But hey, she has been nominated. Best Director, Kenneth Branagh for Belfast. Ryûsuke Hamaguchi for Drive My Car. Jane Campion for Power of the Dog. Licorice Pizza for Paul Thomas Anderson. And West Side Story, directed by, of course.
I want either Jane Campion or PTA to get it. I think Campion will.
I think Campion will. However, I am not discounting the feel-good factor of Belfast. We saw it with Green Book a few years ago. I think this could have a similar effect. I think it is, and particularly the timing of it after everything of the last couple of years. Maybe that's the one that they will go for. That's a little bit more, shall we say, slightly more uplifting. Whether that means it's the best picture or not,
upbeat.
is up to upbeat. Yeah, if that's that's up for debate. But I think Power of the Dog will probably win. But I won't discount Belfast at all. And then Best Picture, there's 10 nominees. I think a lot of people, we all thought it was going to be 9, but it is 10. Belfast, Coda. Bravo to everyone at Coda. Fantastic news. Don't Look Up. Linda's favourite film of the year.
It's not my film of the year. I predicted that it was going to have load of nominations. I just felt it. I just knew it was going to happen, and I'm kind of glad it did because I really liked it very much. So
very good. Drive My Car, Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley. That's a surprise, but bravo, Nightmare Alley, well deserved in my book. Power of the Dog, and finally West Side Story. So there we go. I'll just go back to Best International Feature.
Nominations. Hey! Hello!
Oh. Wow, it's Stefan Pape! Wow!
Hi, Stefan. You might want to switch off your YouTube.
When do the nominations start?
It's done.
It's done. Where have you been?
Yeah, good. I just thought I'd come just for the last.
Have you been watching?
Yeah, only about for the last 5, but you guys have been doing great.
Oh God! Okay. Don't tell us if we haven't.
Yeah, that's a bad job.
Yeah. So what do you think?
I was going to say, have you spoken yet about how lucky Belfast is to be getting all these nominations? What's going on?
Well,
yeah. Well, I mean, look, I like Belfast, but I don't think it's Oscar-winning sort of. It's not. I personally, I don't get it. I think it's kind of baffling. But I say this as someone who actually really liked the movie. But hey, you know, I think Nightmare Alley is a much better movie. So.
Yeah.
It's Green Book for 2022, Belfast. Green Book for 2022. Stefan, from the ones that you've seen, from the big ones, was there any that, apart from Belfast, that surprised you? Were you expecting Kristen Stewart to get nominated, or do you think she was going to miss out?
I was. I mean, I'm surprised by Coda getting the best picture. Not disappointed. It's just because sometimes, when you get like a sort of smaller independent film, like a Moonlight, you get a bit of sense it's gonna break through and get a nomination because the buzz is so strong. But Coda kind of came out, got well reviewed, and there hasn't actually been a huge amount of buzz in terms of like Oscar buzz and Oscar pictures I haven't seen. Maybe there has just been for Best Actress, but to get a Best Picture nomination, fantastic. Pleased about that. Really pleased.
Oh, it's good. It's good for it's good for the film to get nominated. I personally, I don't see in it what most people see in it. Personally, I think it's a good movie, but that's about it. I don't think it's like a 5-star sort of Oscar, runaway, as they say. No. So I don't know.
Indeed. Well, it got a few nominees, didn't it? Troy Kotzer got a nominee for Coda as well, and it got nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay. So, Coda has done pretty well for itself, considering. A big win for we talked about the streamers before, didn't we? A big win for the streamers. Stefan, do you think this is the first step of a bit of a change with awards and streamers, particularly as Cannes is still obviously locking out a lot of the streamers?
Yeah, I think it's well after the last couple of years as well, because of the pandemic and stuff. I think so many big titles and going towards the streaming sites, and now it's getting to a point where I don't even think there's not a disadvantage. It felt like for a little while that if you're on a streaming site, it's like, well, if you're on Netflix, you're not quite going to be taken as seriously. I don't actually think that taboo exists anymore. I honestly just think now it's just fair game across the board. If you're out on Amazon, Disney, whatever you're out on, you stand as good a chance as any now.
If you go back to a film like Okja being booed at Cannes, to now, films like Power of the Dog being nominated for almost everything. So it just goes to show that that's where our future is, and whether we like it or not, that's where we're going. And I'm actually really pleased that there is less snobbery in the Oscars for streaming, sort of, for streamers, as Scott was saying. So and you've got like The Irishman was a Netflix movie as well, which did very well. Other than that, any other shocks for you, Stefan?
No, I mean, I'm still catching up. I'm still looking through them.
Don't look up.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, Don't Look Up. I mean, that's it's not a shock in a sense. I was expecting it to get nominated, but I can't say I don't think it deserved it. But I don't. I
think it did.
I'm a Step Brothers fanboy, obviously, as Scott knows. But Adam McKay, when he does more cool stuff, it's not for me, really. I don't the kind of more profound stuff. I prefer it when he just has two man babies fighting each other at a dinner table. That's
yeah, you prefer the silliness.
I will just jump in very quickly and say Dave just messaged me that over 1,000 people have watched the stream.
Oh, brilliant! Thank you, guys.
Yeah, it was only on Sunday, so
that is fantastic. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate you being here.
Dave will text me to me and be like, "Oh, it's now 30,000 because Stefan's joined in."
No, thank you, guys.
Stefan's joined like the after party.
This was very much an impromptu thing that we only thought of at the end of last week. So I'm glad. Thank you for bearing with us, and thank you for joining us. It's really fantastic to sort of get people interested and invested in this.
Yeah, don't expect us to do a live stream for the actual Oscars. That's just
yeah. And forgive I have a puppy sleeping underneath who keeps barking for no reason.
Stefan, and then just quickly, who's your favourite for Best Picture? I don't know if you've seen the list. What do you think is going to take home the big prize next month?
I think it'd be West Side Story. That's my prediction.
Wow.
I don't know. I mean,
what do you think?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've been a bit out of the loop in terms of following the kind of favourites and what's kind of people. I mean, I've seen the films, but I've not been following all the kind of gossipy sort of who's got the best odds and stuff. But Spielberg doing a musical in the twilight of his own career just feels like it's got best picture quality there. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think personally, it would be either Jane Campion's Power of the Dog or Licorice Pizza, which I absolutely loved. I don't know what you thought of it. I just think it's probably one of the best movies of the year, and I think I would like either of those two to get it. What about you, Scott?
So I haven't seen Licorice Pizza still, and I haven't seen Parallel Mothers, so I need to fill the gaps in before the awards.
Yeah, please do.
I will just say before I tell you mine, Dave has just messaged to say he thinks it's going to be West Side Story 2.
Cool.
There you go. And a few other comments as well. Someone said, no, Gaga was just okay. And someone says, I agree with Linda. It's good that the snobbery is almost gone I presume that's surrounding streaming versus theatrical. For Best Picture, I think it's probably going to be... I think I'm going to put... If I was a betting man, which I am sometimes, I think it's going to be Belfast. I
can see that happening, actually.
I think it's going to go that way. I think because of, again, it shouldn't influence anything, but given the last couple of years, this is the cut, like with Green Book. I mean, Green Book, how Green Book won Best Picture, that just baffled me and everybody else, I think, when that won. But I think if you look at the trajectory of that movie, I think Belfast is a similar one. I think it will, because of also getting nominated for Best Supporting Actor and Best Supporting Actress and a few other nominees in there as well, Best Director, Best Original Screenplay, I think as well. I think that's the one to watch. But that's my betting thing. I think if my smart head was on, it's probably going to go to Power of the Dog, and Jane Campion will probably
I think so as well. Yeah.
But we'd also like to see Spielberg win it, because I think West Side Story is very, very good, but alas, didn't do particularly well at the box office. But I don't think that should hinder it.
And Nightmare Alley was not in the discussion at all for absolutely ages, which is really bizarre. But for me, it's again one of the best movies of the year. I absolutely loved it, and I'm so sad that Bradley Cooper didn't get a nomination. But I'm so happy it did get sort of in there with Best Picture. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, just quickly, a couple more comments. Someone commented, "Drive My Car" with a big heart. Drive My Car is
fabulous
a very, very
movie, very good film. Yeah,
like Parasite, who knows? And then someone also said, "Agree with the snobbery would only hurt the industry." That again to do with streaming, but of course with streaming, I think the big thing is like I think Stefan said about The Irishman, or one of you said about The Irishman. I think that was a big
I did.
Big moment when it changed, because as soon as you get someone like Scorsese going to a streamer to make the movie exactly how he wants to make it, even if it was sensationally expensive, that was the moment I think when a lot changed for this. And with the streamers, they're very happy to for filmmakers, it's a place now where they can go to make the film they want to make without any compromises, without any fear of whether it's going to be a huge box office flop or especially during the pandemic, all that kind of stuff. I think it's a positive thing. I just hope that a lot of those people are able to see in the cinema as well, that there's a choice for people to be able to go and see it, because I still think seeing films theatrically is the way to do it.
The only thing I would say about the streamers is I wish the window between some of the films being in the theaters and them being available online to watch, I wish that was a little bit longer. I think 2 weeks is too short, and that doesn't give the film enough time to sort of be seen by enough people on the big screen. I think if really Netflix was smart, they would really elongate it a little bit, like say a month or something, or maybe even 8 weeks, and then put it on a platform available. But I think that's where it's all going anyway in the future. So I'm not saying that's a really good thing, because it's always good for a film to be seen on a big screen, but they're making movies at least, and loads of other sort of there's people are not making that big movies like that and award-winning movies like that. So
very good.
You talk about snobbery, but there's been no Best Picture nomination for Jackass. So obviously there is still some snobbery in the Academy.
Terrible.
It's doing really well in the box office.
I'm seeing it tonight with my brother.
It's killing it. I love Jackass. I'm a big fan of Jackass.
Right. Well, before we go, then. Before we go, let me just get your actor and actress. Who's gonna win? Stefan, who do you think is gonna win Best Actor, Best Actress?
Ask Linda first. I need to see the list.
Okay, let's ask Linda first.
I think personally, I'd love for Andrew Garfield to win, but I think Benedict Cumberbatch is going to win it. And Best Actress, I think I would like Kristen Stewart to win it, but I think maybe Nicole Kidman will win it. Star power, and sometimes these sort of very old Academy voters, they'll just stick a tick next to the biggest name sometimes. And this is not an insult. I'm just saying. I think star power has a lot to say. Oh, also, I think, that's who I think might win it. I don't think Olivia Colman's going to win it. What about you?
Stefan, have you done your research?
Yeah, so I think Benedict Cumberbatch as well. I know it's a bit of an obvious thing to say, but I think Benedict Cumberbatch, maybe Denzel Washington, are the two I'd say it's between. I don't think. As for Best Actress, it's a really tough one to call, actually, isn't it? Because I think I'd like it to be either Olivia Colman or Penelope Cruz, but I can't see Olivia Colman getting another Oscar.
No, she won't.
And I think, but then at the same time, I don't know. I think maybe Nicole Kidman. I'm going to go Nicole Kidman and Benedict Cumberbatch.
I think Nicole Kidman, personally.
Okay, I think it's going to be Cumberbatch and Colman. Who I want it to be is Garfield and Stewart.
Oh yeah, of course. We all want Garfield, but
there was one more comment before we go. No James Bond nominations. It did get a couple of production. I think production design. those technical awards. That's what I meant to say. But also, I got nominated for best original song. Billie Eilish.
Yeah, for Billie Eilish.
Was it going to get a best picture nom? I don't know, as it was the last one, but probably not, because it's just I didn't think it was that great anyway. But maybe there was a.
Oh no, I liked it.
Maybe Daniel Craig could have got a best actor nom for No Time to Die.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he was the long shot. Who knows? Anyway, we have been on this stream for over
And also,
an hour now,
on one last note, the reason why I was very happy for Don't Look Up to actually be in was to have so many nominations, because we never ever have comedies being nominated in the Oscars, and the Oscars are always so serious and so sort of motivated and stuff, and I just think, although this is a comedy with a message, I'm just glad it's there. I'm glad it's it's in the running for it, and may it continue. May more comedies be nominated in the future.
Yeah. When the next Jackass, if there is another Jackass,
Jackass.
Nominate Jackass. Come on, or next year. Let's put it in next year if it missed the nominations. Let's just keep it going for the whole year. Also, I will say, just personally, not much love for Cyrano, which is a shame.
Yeah, I expected it, to be honest. Yeah,
it's a shame. I'm going to see it again tonight. I can't wait to go and see it again because it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
So we will see. But shame on the Academy for not nominating Jackass for Stefan. How dare you?
Stefan, one last word.
And giving them like an honorary award for all their contributions to the industry.
Let's get Stefan the closing comments.
It's quite nice actually, because usually when I watch the actual Oscars, I always stay away for the beginning and miss the end. So in this instance, I've missed the whole beginning and I'm here for the end. So it's quite a different. Michael, I think my closing comments really are just that it's a very interesting, quite eclectic range of movies. I like the fact that a few years ago I think we'd be making more of a deal of the fact that films like Drive My Car and Coda are getting nominated, but now it's becoming a bit more of a norm. It's now not as shocking as it used to be, and I think it's representing a sort of new way the industry is heading, which is quite encouraging and makes other filmmakers around the world believe now that if they make a film like Coda, it's not going to just be confined to kind of independent cinemas on streaming sites. It can hit the big time and get Oscar nominations. So I think it's I'm really pleased with what I've seen so far. I've only really looked at the major ones. I haven't really looked through all of the kind of sort of more production-y sort of side of things, but from the big acting and the best picture awards and stuff, I'm quite pleased, I think, actually, all in all.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. And the same with Coda and obviously Parasite a few years ago. That was another big, could have been a turning point, which is good that international films are getting more recognition. Although I will say my favourite film of the year, Petite Maman, didn't get anything, which is a shame.
Bizarre.
You can't have everything from the Oscars. So that's we're going to wrap it up here then, because we've been on for
Don't
an hour.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and sort of hit the notification thing so that when we come back on, you get notified that we're on.
She beat me to it. That's exactly what I was about to say. But yes, like and subscribe to Hey You Guys. There's lots of interviews going up as well. Lots of big interviews coming in the next couple of weeks. One that might be very big, but we'll see whether that transpires or not. But stay tuned to Hey You Guys. Also, we will be back on Friday with our review of Uncharted. Mark Wahlberg, Tom Holland. What's going to happen? You'll find out on Friday on Hey You Guys. Linda and Stefan, thank you so much for joining me and for you for joining me.
Thank you.
Joining you. And we will thank you everyone for watching and commenting. 1,000 people. That's amazing.
Thanks guys. Really appreciate it.
And we will be back on Friday with our next episode. So until then, thank you for joining us and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.